Hello, in this video I'm going to show you how to fold a rabbit by Gen Hagiwara. It is one of my absolute favorite models. I folded it surely 100 times or more. It's just a fantastic model. It's all three-dimensional. It has a nice rounded shape, it's nice, wonderful eyes. They are color changed and the ears as well. And the folding sequence is a dream. I first found this model in the Tante Dan Convention book 17, and they're really great. This book mostly has high intermediate to complex models. So here's the rabbit, and these diagrams are really fantastic. Gen Hagiwara did a great job on these. It's a high intermediate model. It has 86 steps, and I'm going to show you how to fold it. Many thanks to Gen Hagiwara for allowing me to show these models, because it's one of my absolute favorite models. I really love it. Yeah. I'm going to take a rather large sheet for showing. This is 35 by 35 centimeters, or about 14 by 14 inch, and the final model will be about that size. That's 30 centimeter from nose to tail. That's about 5 inch, or 10 centimeters in height, so that's about 4 inch, and the diameter will be about 4 centimeters. That's about 1.5 inch. The model turns out completely 3D, and I really love it. It's one of my most favorite models, and I'm so glad that I got permission to show you how to fold it. So it turns out great from many different kinds of paper. This, for example, is some kind of foil paper, a thicker one. And I'm going to use usual kami with one color on the one side and white on the other. But I folded it from many different papers, and it always turns out great. So here, for example, I have some self-made paper that's very nice. And for your first try, I recommend you to take a large sheet, like for example 30 centimeters or 35, like the one I have here. That's about 14 inch, I said it already. Okay, so let's start folding. First off, I start with the color of the eyes up. So on this model, this is the color of the eyes and the ears, and green will be the color of the body. And I just fold the paper in half by folding one corner to the opposite corner. Make sure the sides are nicely aligned. Then unfold, turn the paper over, and now fold this corner to the opposite corner. It's the one where the crease goes through. And always make nice sharp creases. Okay, now I fold one layer this edge to this folded edge. Like that. And don't fold over this folded edge, just either directly on it or a little bit on the inside. Then turn it over and fold the other edge, this one, to the folded edge. Like that. Open and fold the upper tip down, going through these two side points. So I make a little pinch here and a little pinch there, and this point here should meet the middle line. Like that. Then I make a crease that divides that angle here, but only goes to this middle line. So I fold this edge here, down here, up to the top edge, like that, and only fold until I reach this middle crease. Unfold and repeat on the other side. So we fold this edge up to the upper edge and make a crease here. Stops in the middle. Unfold. And now I open these flaps behind. Just bring them outwards like this. And then I bring this edge to align with that edge, or I fold the outer point here to meet this point here. So I align this and then make a sharp crease. And on the other side too, align this edge with that edge. And make a crease. Okay, now we have a fold here, and we bring it onto this small triangular flap by folding this upper edge to the side edge. So you see the edge runs along this crease. And we do the same on the other side. Folding this edge over to that edge. Now I unfold this and then make an angle bisector until the midpoint here by folding this edge over to the side edge, but only creasing until the midpoint. And now I'm going to make a rabbit ear, so I grab this outer corner and bring it down and flatten like that. So now I have a rabbit ear here, and I repeat on the other side. So I open up here, bring the edge to the other edge, and fold until the middle crease. Then I grab the corner, pull it downwards, push it down, make a sharp crease. Now I'm going to fold this side edge up to the top edge, like that, and fold all the way through, like that. Unfold and repeat on the other side, folding this side edge to the top edge. and going all the way through. Unfold, unfold the top, turn the paper over, and now we're going to bring this top edge over to the side, like that, and these 2 points here will meet, and it goes through this upper point. And I only fold to the middle line, like that. So here's the middle line crossing, and I fold no farther than that. Unfold and repeat on the other side. It's a symmetrical model, so we have to repeat everything on the other side. So again, I make sure these 2 points align here. It goes through this upper point, and I fold to the middle line. Unfold, and now we have to concentrate on this point here where those lines meet. This point is important because we want to make an angle bisector between this line and that line, so a line that goes approximately here. So what I do is I fold one side of the paper over, then find this point here. It will, if you put your finger there, you will feel it. And I just pinch there, and then with this point I search for the crease intersection. That's here. Here's also a point, and this is the point I will meet with that outer point. Okay, so I fold this over, find the lower point, align the upper point, and make a crease from here to there, like this. Unfold, and now I repeat the whole thing on the other side. So I fold the other side over, find this point. Like I said, you will find it easily with your finger. Find the upper point and make the crease. Unfold. Good. Now we're going to bisect this upper angle here by folding the outer edge to the middle line, but only fold to the third line that it crosses. Here's the first, second, third, and we only fold until this third line. So I fold the edge inward, going through the top, and then I count lines from above. 1, 2, 3. You can see it's the one that goes parallel, it goes in a right angle from this line. Only that far, no farther. And unfold. And the other side, go through the top, and you can count from here. 1, 2, 3. That's as far as we will go. It's in the right angle from the outer edge. Okay, now we have a wonderful octagon in the middle here. I will make it more visible. And this octagon lies along this line, and the important points now are this one and that one, and we're going to fold the opposite corner to that point, and again only fold until the third crease. So it's 1, 2, 3. You can also see here's the corner of the octagon, and repeat on the other side. Fold it over to the opposite corner of the octagon, 1, 2, 3 inwards. Okay, that's the pre-creasing. Now let's start folding. I start by folding these long sides in. It's along existing creases. Just bring them inwards like that. Now here's a square in the middle, and we have to make sure here's a mountain fold, here's a valley fold, here's a mountain fold, valley, the mountain. And I start by folding the paper, mountain folding it in half, and making the square by pulling these creases. And now I have this mountain fold here. I grab it and bring the sides together to collapse like that. There are no new creases, it's all on existing creases. Good, like that. Now I lift this layer here, this upper layer, and push in from the side, and it will automatically stop at this line. And I push this in and lay the top flap down and make a strong crease like that. Repeat it on the other side, turn it over, pull this up, push here, and bring this layer down and make a sharp crease. I will now rotate the model a bit, and here is a crease, and we want to use this crease by pushing the paper over. So I lift this flap here, push here, and the paper will go up here to the very top. So there's a mountain fold all the way through, and we get some kind of pyramid shape there. And I push together the sides of the pyramid and pull towards the larger amount of paper of the model. So here's the larger part. Okay, then I turn the model over and repeat the whole process. I lift this flap, push here, push, go along this mountain crease here. There are no new creases. Then I'll have this pyramid shape, and I push together the sides and bring it towards the larger part of the model and make a sharp crease. Okay, now let's concentrate on this large end here, and I will make a crease that goes along this edge with only one layer. So I arrange it so that I fold away from me because it's easier. I go in here between these layers and fold it over the edge like that. Then I go back along this outer edge like that and make a sharp crease. Unfold, turn the paper over, and again I go along this edge here with only one layer and go back along this edge here. Unfold. Then I open these layers here on the side and turn the model over so that it looks towards me. Okay, now here's the lower crease we just made, and here's the upper one. On the other side too. Here's the lower one and the upper one. And where the lower crease is, I push in like that, so the inner one will already be a mountain fold on the upper side and a valley fold on the lower side, and we want to have this on the outer side too. So I turn over these creases here, making the upper one a mountain fold and the lower one valley fold, and on the other side too I push in here, making this upper crease a mountain crease and the lower one a valley. Then I bring together the sides so that it lies flat, like that. Then I open the model in the very middle, like that, and this part that sticks up here goes flat. I'll make a sharp crease here and there, and then I open it from the middle, like that, bring the tip down and flatten. Okay, now if you look, there's a corner inside there. It's hidden in there. And we want it to be on the outside. So what I do is I slightly unfold the model and push this corner up from behind. So if I turn the model over, I just push here where this corner is. Make sure the rest of the model doesn't unfold. Okay. And then I turn the paper over again, make these two here mountain folds, and collapse the remaining model back. It will go almost by itself. A very nice step. It's one of those steps I really love about this model. It's very nice, and we have this flap here free. Really great. Now, if you turn the model over, we have this point here where the upper edge here meets the lower edge. There's a bundle of layers, and where they meet this point is important now. We have it on this side as well, and we remember this point now. Turn the model over, it's here now, and I bring down the upper side of the model through this point, and I looked at this outer edge here goes approximately to that point where those outer lines come in. And you can also, as a guide, look, here's a crease. It's hardly visible, but there's a crease here, and it should be parallel to this upper edge. And then we make a crease, but just to the middle line, no farther. Make a sharp crease here. Okay, unfold and repeat on the other side. So we bring the upper side of the model down, going through that point here, pivot it along this point until this line extends to that point, and this line is parallel to that line, and the previous crease should meet in the middle. And make a sharp crease like that. So we have these two folds here. Okay, now let's turn the model over. Fold up the ears, those are the ears, those middle flaps here. And now we bring this outer edge to this inner edge here. Okay, like that. And again, only fold to the middle. There are quite some layers here, so make a nice sharp crease. So here's the new crease, and we repeat on the other side, bringing this edge to this inner edge here, through that point. Just fold the whole model down and fold till the middle and make a sharp crease. Okay. Then we go down to this white triangle and we make a rabbit ear. So I fold an angle bisector from here to here and from here to here, folding the lower edge up to this green part, only folding to the middle, unfold, do the same on the other side, bringing the outer edge to the green edge above, folding to the middle, and then we make both creases at the same time and a mountain fold here, bringing the tail to one side and to the other side, always making a nice crease. And then I fold this tip here, this very tip, to the point where the two layers here meet, to the starting point, like that. And then I fold this tiny little triangle in half, going downwards, like that. I hope you can see it well. And I unfold this again and open this layer. And now if you look, there's a tiny square here, and we make this square all mountain folds and push the sides together. So now our tail is still very open, and to close it I go in, open one layer here and fold the tiny triangle inside in half. You might do easier if you take something to help you, like for example a stick. Just push this in and your tail is nicely locked. So I just folded the little triangle inside in half. Okay, now let's turn the model over and fold this large triangle up as far as it will naturally go. And now we concentrate on this lower part, and we fold this edge over to that edge, but don't make a sharp crease yet. Take the second layer, bring it over, and only fold to where this huge bundle of layers is. No farther. Like that. Don't fold in this area. Unfold and repeat on the other side by folding this edge over to that edge. Taking the second layer, bring it over and fold to the large bundle of layers, but not behind it. So now here in the middle there are no creases, only on the sides. Okay, turn the model over, bring the ears down and bring the very tip of the model down to where the ears start here, like that. Make a sharp crease, open it up, turn the model over, eradicate the crease by going over it a few times with your nail and turn it over. Make it sharp again, unfold, turn the model over again, and now we're going to sink this tip in. So I open the paper here, bring down the tip along the crease line we just made, turn over those side creases into valley folds and close back up like that. Now make sure those two layers align and pull them outwards. And fold. And the other side too. Make sure they align and make a strong crease. Okay, now there's a mountain fold here and there we made earlier, and it doesn't go through this upper layer, we just fold it down here, but we want it to go through there. So I hold it here on this point and just fold along this mountain fold and pinch this upper layer. And on the other side too, I hold it here, fold this mountain fold and pinch the upper layer. So I have this shape here. Okay, now we're going to fold the top behind, freeing this layer. So if I go to the back, I fold this down and this layer swings up from the front, and I go through this edge points, making sure it's a nice edge, and then press the paper flat so I get a wonderful square on top. Now I'm going to divide this part here in half by folding the top corner to the side corner and creasing until I reach the middle of the square. And on the other side too, fold the top corner to the side corner and crease to the middle of the square, like that. Now we have these two creases here, and we have the middle crease. And what I want to do now is align one of these creases with the middle crease by folding it down through this middle point and making a sharp crease. There are some layers here. Make sure you crease thoroughly and unfold. And on the other side too, align this crease with the middle. And make a sharp crease. Okay, now we want to fold the sides in along this edge. This goes almost automatically because we already have a crease here. So just fold this little triangle in on both sides. And now we use those creases we just created here to make a rabbit ear. So we make a valley fold in the middle here and use those two creases to bring the layer down like that. Now we want to fold the whole model in half, mountain fold, but I think it's easier if I turn the model over and make a valley fold through the whole model. Make sure all those layers are valley folded like that. And if I look at it now, I think it resembles a meerkat. It's cute, but we don't want a meerkat, we want a rabbit, therefore we fold along. So first off, we start with the head. Here's a crease running down on both sides. That's a mountain crease. I make sure it's mountain on both sides, and then I push the paper here until it reaches the model, and then I pull up those sides until they lay flat and make a strong crease. It's on both sides identical. Then there's a crease coming from that corner up to here, and here this outer edges meet, and we're going to make a valley fold from that point up here, going as far as it will go. That's where these two edges meet, like that, and make a crease. Repeat on the other side. From that point I'm going down as far as it will go and make a crease. Then I open these layers here. You go in between there. You can take a stick or something if you do easier. Open them, press it down so that the middle line aligns with itself and forms a cone shape like that. On the other side too, I go in between those two layers all the way up, press it down, make sure the middle line aligns with the middle line below, and press it flat. Okay, now I bring up the ears both at the same time. And before I do this, we want to have a look at this. So here is a mountain fold that we made earlier, and here's a valley fold, and we want to use these two to make a collapse step. So when I bring the ears up, I hold here just above this line and I bring down the head. Bring it down like this, pressing the ears in here, and then I take this other valley fold and fold the lower model in half, mountain fold it in half, and bring it all together and squash. So if we stand it up now, we have some kind of elephant with a trunk here, an eye here, an ear here. But we don't want an elephant, we want a rabbit, therefore we rotate the model a bit. But now it doesn't quite look like a rabbit now. We have to do some more things. Therefore I rotate it again so that it lies like this. And if you look, here's a line going up there, and this area here, just double it to about here. And remember that point. And then if you go down from the eye, there's a line, a fold line here that ends there. And we're going to make a crease line that combines those two folds, a mountain fold, like that. And I just start at that point, bringing the paper, folding the paper behind until I reach this point. Like that, and fold really good because there are many layers. This might be a bit strong to fold. Okay, like that. Turn the model over, and again you have this crease here. It ends exactly at that point, and you have this crease here, and you double the amount. It's hard to see here. And here's the doubled amount, 1, 2, and I take the paper here, bring it over and fold it over till here, making a mountain fold all the way through, and make a good sharp crease. Okay, now I lift this flap here and push the paper here in from the side as far as it will go, like that, and close it up again. Then I turn the model over and repeat on the other side. Lift up the flap, push the paper in, and close it up again. Okay, let's work on the nose. And I push one finger in from below and one from above, and look at how I want the face shaped. You can make many different varieties here. It depends on how long or short the nose will be in the end. So this is completely up to you. I just push in my fingers, look at how it might look, and then make a mountain fold here, and make sure from the other side it's an equal amount on both sides, and push this in and together. So this is the final shape of my hat. Okay, now let's work on the front legs. Here is a layer there, this one, and I pull here, and I pull a little bit farther than it will naturally go, and make it align with this bottom edge here, so that this forms one line. And then I push in the remaining paper under the head part and make a crease. On the other side too, I grab this layer here, pull out. It doesn't matter if you pull it out all the way, but make it align with this bottom crease, and then push in the remaining paper into this pocket below the head and make a sharp crease. Now if you lift this flap, there's a crease here, and it ends at exactly that point. And we're going to use that point and fold the leg forward, and again the lower edge should be parallel. So I just fold it forward, making sure this is one line down there, and make a sharp crease. On the other side too, you can now either find this point again, or you just orientate yourself on the on the other leg, so that they both lie at the same area. Okay, now there's a pocket below that flap. Lift that pocket and fold this triangular part that stands over inside the pocket. So if I turn it over, you see I hold it here, just fold this inside the pocket and make a strong crease. Now the front leg is locked in place. Let's repeat on the other side. I open this pocket, fold the triangular part in and make a strong crease, like that. The front legs are all done. Let's work on the hind legs. I'll turn the model over again. And there's a mountain fold here. I'm just going to grab this mountain fold. It stops exactly at that point. It doesn't go any farther. And I bring it forward so that it doesn't quite meet the front leg, but almost. And then I make a crease on the inside here. Make a strong crease. And now I'm going to fold this layer, mountain fold this layer in half, this one here. So lengthwise, like this crease on the outside goes. Okay, so I grab this layer, fold it in half inside to lock it in place. Now we have a nicely locked hind leg. And repeat on the other side. So I find this mountain crease here. It's the one that sticks out there. And I grab it, bring it forward. Look to have approximately the same amount of belly as you have on the other side. Turn it over and make a sharp crease inside. Then fold this layer here in half. Just make a mountain fold there. To lock the layer in place and make a strong crease. Okay, so we already have a nice rounded back, but the tail sticks out ugly. So let's work on the tail, and therefore I turn the model over again, so that's the inside, and I push this tail towards me, grabbing it with my fingers, and then I look that it sticks out a nice amount. has a nice shape, and I just secure it with some mountain folds. You don't really need to make those mountain folds sharp. You can just round it a bit to make a nice back, like that. So the rabbit already has a very nice shape, but the head's not quite right yet, so let's work on the head. I grab 2 layers of the ear from the outside, 1, 2, and I pull them below the head just a little bit and secure it with a sharp crease. And because I pulled it below the head, the ear will automatically be locked in place and don't unfold. So turn the model over, and again take 2 layers here, pull them below the head and secure them with a nice sharp crease. So that's it for the ears. Let's work on the eyes. And if you look at this cone shape here, I don't quite go to the middle, but a little bit above, but make sure this is a good amount. And I make a strong crease, not quite at the middle, approximately here, and I hold it with my nail and go in with something, maybe a little stick like this one, and make a really strong crease there. And shape the eye rounded. It's a little bit up to taste, but it's really easier if you make a strong crease there. Make a nice rounded eye, like that. Turn the model over, and again I make crease there, go in with something, make a strong crease, shape the eye a little bit to make a nice rounded shape, like that. You can now also go inside between those front layers here and just push the paper a little bit rounded. Make sure the eye stays nicely round as well. And what you can also do is just pull the ears apart a bit and press on the head to make it a little bit more rounded. Not a lot, just a tiny little bit to make a nice rounded head. Yeah, and that's it. Your Rabbit by Gen Hagiwara is all done. Check out Gen Hagiwara's Flickr stream, I'll put the link there. He really has some awesome models. Most of them are diagrammed in Tantedan convention books. So if you're an experienced folder, I really can recommend you getting some of those. There are awesome diagrams inside. And I really think Gen Hagiwara's work deserves a lot of more attention, because he has those wonderful folding sequences. His models are nicely 3D and just fun to fold. I really enjoy folding this model, and that's why I wanted to show it to you. And I really hope that you enjoy it as much as I do. And if you do, maybe go over to his Flickr stream, leave him a comment, just say thank you, because I think it's so great that he shares his models with us and makes awesome diagrams for them. And it's a lot of work to draw diagrams. Only someone who already did can know how much work it is to diagram an origami model. And his models are high intermediate. This model has 86 steps. So just go over, say thank you, and enjoy. Bye bye.